Heyo, what is up, guys? I'm Baby Beluga, and today I am going to show you how you can be the first one to get a hero in any match. Alright, so I've been playing this game a lot. I mean, a little more than I should be, if I'm going to be completely honest. Put it like this. If there was a way I can check my hours on the PlayStation, I would not want to even go near it. Wouldn't even want to know half the hours I put into this. Anyway, but I've learned a few things on the way. One, I'm typically able to get Ray on any match before anyone else. Typically, she's the 8,000 hero too, so even before people have enough to get 6,000, I'm normally playing as Ray. And that has nothing to do with my skill level. I freaking suck at that. If we're one-on-one, chances are you could probably beat me in a second. But anyway, let's get into how I'm actually able to do this without actually being that great at it. I don't like tooting my own horn. Before we get completely into it, the reason I use this method is because when I play the game, my main goal is to get a hero. If you're playing and your main goal is to get a lot of kills, or your main goal is to, I don't know, just have fun with it or not really worry about battle points, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you want to use your star cards on something else. But if your goal is to get as many battle points as possible in the least amount of time, then stay tuned. In my opinion, there's three main determinations on getting a hero in the match. So you have the before game prep being one, you have objective play, and then you just have the fact of staying alive as number three. So let's dive into the first one. What I mean about game prep is card prep. So for each class, you get to choose 3 cards. That is if you're level 10. If you're not level 10, what are you doing? Level up to 10. I have a video on how to do it. I'll have it at the end. I'll link it. But anyway, so you have 3 cards you can use during the match. And typically what I recommend, especially if you're relatively new, is pick a class you're good at. So if you don't really have a main class yet, play around, see which one you're comfortable at, see which one you have the most kills with. Make sure you find a class that you're really good with. For me, that class is Officer. So now you can certainly use other classes. I do all the time, but for the most part, if I want to get a hero right away, I'm playing as an Officer no matter what map it is. Now, the card that everyone should be grinding for if you want to get a lot of battle points is called Bounty Hunter. This is the only class card that I have in purple. I don't think any of the other cards are important to have in purple for the Officer. This is the only one that's really important to me. So basically what it does is it rewards more battle points every time you accumulate a score. The basic reward for the card is 5%, then it just increases by another 5. So the purple card is 20% extra, which is extremely beneficial. I highly recommend leveling this up to the highest you can with your main class, because you're going to notice a huge difference when you're playing. You're going to accumulate way more points than anyone else, as long as you're staying alive, but we'll get into that. Class weapons. So I use the blurg on mine. It's probably eventually going to get nerfed because of how overpowered it is, but I became really good with it, and that has a lot to do with the attachments on it. So I have the rapid fire and reduced recoil. It practically one-hits any enemy if I aim at their head. It's really good close range. That's the type of player I am. I like running towards people. Obviously, if your game style is different, maybe your go-to is heavy, you're going to play differently than I do. But for the most part, you want to level up whatever gun you're most comfortable with so you can get the best attachment. If you want to find out how to unlock these attachments, I'm sure there's other guides out there. Maybe I'll make one. But basically, you have to get an X amount of kills for each gun. So for the blurg, I had to get, I don't know, 100 kills, and 150, then 250. That might be a little off, but for the most part, it's based on kill counts with that weapon, then you get attachments for them. Okay, so now that we have our before game prep ready, let's get into the game. For every single match, no matter what game you're in, there are clear objectives. Regardless of which side you are, you want to play. It's as simple as that. You get rewarded heavily for just playing the objective. Too many times I see players just totally ignoring picking up, I don't know, like an ion disruptor and just going after a random killer trying to hunt down an enemy that's not even there. What are you doing? You get so many points for just picking something up and firing at it. It's that easy. As tempting as it might be to have a good kill death, it's really not important at all. Like, you'll get your kill death when you have your hero. Your main goal here is to play the objectives. So if there's a walker or an MITT, try to grab an ion disruptor and shoot it. Followed by shooting at the walker. No matter what gun you have, you want to just shoot at it because that's going to boost your multiplier. The amount of points you'll get from just shooting at the walker is much greater than you'll get from just killing a random enemy. Now, if you're defending the walker, kill as many people as possible. Find an ion disruptor and you can literally camp at it. Yes, you camp at it. Other games, camping's terrible, but for this game, camping is the objective. Camp, kill everyone that tries to pick it up. You will get rewarded heavily if you kill someone holding an ion disruptor. It's the objective. Okay, we'll touch on that once again, but let's go into our third and final hint. Stay alive. That's the main, I think the best thing you can learn from this is stay alive. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a multiplier. As well as symbols, the symbols represent the squad you enter the game with. The idea is you stick with your squad and you gain more points towards your multiplier. And once you fill up that multiplier, you will begin receiving double battle points, which is huge, especially if you take in consideration your bounty hunter card. Crazy points. Once you're in that ×2 and you're getting kills and you're playing the objective, you'll get a hero within minutes. Now, honestly, you don't really need to stay with your group in order to get the bonus. In fact, I don't even bother. Relying on players that you have zero communication with, I don't know if it's different on other consoles, but for PlayStation, I can't talk to the other players. It's pretty risky. Like, I can't communicate with them, so how do I know they're not idiots? Unless I'm playing with someone, I'll fill up that multiplier just by myself. And honestly, you can fill it up really easily by just killing people. If you're defending, or like I said before, if you're attacking the walker, if you just shoot at it a couple times, your multiplier just fills up. You don't need to stay with your squad, because most of the time your squad just runs to the enemy. And it kind of gives away your position, and then you're with a big group, so you're easily singled out. I mean, you're easily spotted, rather. So my game style, I don't like staying with my group. You may. That might help. That might actually fill up your multiplier faster than I can, but it is possible, and it's still filled up pretty quickly by yourself. I feel like I can personally contribute more to my team if I'm not following a squad around the map. But that's just my opinion. But on to the main point, you want to stay alive. If you're in a really shitty situation, it's just as skillful to get out of it as it is to kill them. You want to roll, duck for cover, stay alive just to keep that multiplier up. If you play the objective right, I've gotten Ray on Naboo by only killing like 6 people. Stay alive, play the objective. Now, honestly, if you do die, it's not a big deal. Like I said before, it's really easy to get that multiplier back up. But at the same time, you're risking someone else getting a hero above you. So right in the beginning, I try really hard to stay alive because that's when I pick up most of my points. And if you do die, try to get into the game as fast as possible, because the longer you're in the match, the more points you're going to get. The longer you're away from it, the longer you're not getting any point. Now, obviously, you're not going to be unstoppable every single match. As much as I get heroes, there's plenty of rounds where I'm just cursing up a storm and throwing my controller because I keep getting killed. But if you're having a bad match, there's other ways to get your points up, not just by doing this. So what I like to do, especially on Crate, if you haven't seen my video, I'll link it now. But if you're in ships, it's a great way to get points. You might spend a lot trying to get some, but speeders, use them to run over people. Ships, you can gather a lot of points. They nerfed it a little bit, but it's still a good way to get points. They might require you spend a couple battle points, but if you're not doing well, it's a nice way to get back into it. You may not get the hero before anyone else doing this, but it's fairly easy to gather a bunch of points from it. Okay, so now that I went over it, let's get Ray on a map and just go over everything I just said. I'm going to show you actually my gameplay of how I get a hero right away. Alright guys, so we're going to go into Kashyyyk, and I'm just going to talk over while I'm playing and just showing you what I'm doing. So what I love doing in the beginning, this is when I want to get Kylo, so this is when I'm going to get a lot of points. I like doing a little rollout, and I like then turning around and then just boosting everyone. See, I just got 453 battle points for just doing a single command in the beginning. I have more points than anyone. It helps, it goes a long way. So anyway, every match, I try to find a routine. So once I'm good at it, I just do the same thing every time I play. So for instance, on this match, I like going over to this little hill because that's where they shoot it. Hang on, there's a guy with a sniper. They're really easy to kill. They only have 100 health. EA, please fix that. Single out any specialist. But anyway, I like running over here because this is normally where they shoot off, and it gives great cover for you. So we're going to try to go over here and get a couple headshots in. Alright. got one. He was holding the ion disruptor, so I got a boost there. Got bonus points, rather. All right, now we're just going to kill. We're just going to kill. It's good to have a really fast gun when you're doing this, like I do right now. And look at that. I'm at my multiplier ×2 right now. It did help that there was someone on our team, but that wasn't the point of that. Like, he just decided to follow me, which is great. But you can get that multiplier even if he wasn't there, just by getting kills and playing the objective. So I'm going to put up the turret. That's going to alert me if anyone's there. It's also going to give me bonus points if they hit him. So right now, I could hear it going off. So there's a guy, picked him off. And look how many points that just gave me. That's 1,200 points. That's great. One kill just got me 1,200 points. I'm telling you, having Bounty Hunter up, having your multiplier, and just being really good with your class goes a huge way. Alright, so I'm getting shot at right now. I'm trying to avoid it because I want to stay alive. Again, it's when you're competing against other players, it's important you stay alive because someone could get a hero before you, especially if you're going after an 8K hero like I am. Alright, so we're going to try to kill anyone going after the ion disruptor. And here's the guy right here. So he's holding it, so we can run right... Oh, shoot. So sometimes people don't realize if you hold triangle, you could switch to your main weapon. This guy did know. I should have flanked him. Flanking goes a long way in this game because everyone's so focused on just looking forward. Anyway, so let's get back into it. The quicker we're in the game, more points we're going to get. So I'm just going to go right back to where I was. Or no, we're past that point. I'm just going to go where the next ion disruptors are. So I'm going to run over all the way where the clone turbo tank is. Up here's the guy. We're flanking him. Again, see what I mean about flanking? If you come up by the side, they're never going to know you're there unless they're checking your map. So if it's hard for you to get kills, just try to go around the map and come from behind them. It's a great way to learn, too. Alright, so we're going to head over. We're going to find someone with an ion disruptor. Here we go. Here's a guy with an ion disruptor. And this is perfect. Okay, so we killed him, and this is a great spot, actually. So I'm going to put down my turret. So now all their troopers are going to come and try to get this. I have great cover, so if someone's shooting at me, like right now, I'm going to just move over. And now I'm just going to start picking people off. This should get my multiplier up because he's holding the ion. Yep, okay, so now I'm at ×2. And I have 2,000 points. So right now I have enough for Kylo. I have enough for an 8K hero, and it's not even been 4 minutes in the match. That's crazy. And that's all because I have the Bounty Hunter card. It's because I'm playing with the objective, and it's because I'm not dying when I have the multiplier. Minus the one time I died, okay? Minus that one time. Alright, so I'm going to keep playing a little bit, but I don't want to wait too long because I can imagine some people are going to get the 6K heroes soon. But yeah, we're just going to keep picking people off and keep defending these and just playing the objective. We're now at 4K points. There's no way I'm going to kill this guy, but I just want to let him know I'm here. Alright, here comes another guy. Let's see if we could take him out. The one thing I like about the Blurg is it does have a lot of range on it. So it's got great close range and mediocre long range. Ah, okay, now I'm dead. But 10,000 points for 4 minutes of gameplay. Now I have Kylo before anyone else has a hero. If you just play the objective, guys, it's that easy to get a hero. Guys, if this helped you out at all, please let me know. I read every comment that you guys say. Please subscribe. It goes a long way. It makes me want to create more. So thanks for watching. If this helped me, let me know. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one, guys. Shoot, I forgot to bring my turret. Damn. Okay, we're gonna die pretty soon. Oh, shotgun guy, what the heck? I hate these kamikaze. Oh, we're lucky he's so. What the? Oh.